Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I am Ambassador Sterum, and today we're taking a little bit of a nostalgia trip, you could say. Like I said in my Euro Truck video, I have found an old 18 Wheels of Steel. I found Convoy on Steam, so I definitely had a moment of, yep, okay, buying that, playing that, so needless to say, here we are. Um, I don't really have to worry about the setup too much with this one, luckily, because, well, it's all keyboard and mouse. Oh, pardon me. Um, but, yeah, if you played this when you were younger like I did, you know exactly what we're in for, basically. But if you want to come for the nostalgia trip, you're more than welcome. Come on with. Let's get started. I'm not too worried about doing the tutorial, because, well, come on, there we go. Let's adjust this mic a tiny bit here. Might get a tiny bit loud, sorry guys. There we go. Okay, that should be a little bit better. There we go. Alright, but yes, like I was saying, since I have bought this, I have jumped back in because, well, I wanted to play it really bad after installing it, so I've already jumped back in, done pretty much most of the tutorial, got started, everything. Before we get too far though, there is one thing I want to quickly look up before we get started, because I was looking for it and I wasn't looking for it, I was trying to remember what it was, but I couldn't for the life of me. Cruise control R, that's what it is, okay. I sat here and I was trying to hit C for cruise control like it is in ETS2 and ATS, but it wasn't working. It was just switching my camera. I was like, what's going on? So, okay. Cruise control is R. Good to know. But, alright. Let's jump up here. We'll grab a job real quick. Ain't gonna be a horribly long one today or anything with this. Let's take them up where North San Francisco and Reno. Okay, right, we gotta San Francisco, Reno. Yeah, we'll just do a little run to San Francisco for today. Because I don't feel like going much farther or having to deal with a mouse keyboard for that long, so like I could probably get my wheel up to it, but then it's literally just the wheel and I have nothing else, so it's like, I'll just stick to keyboard. Alright, gasoline to San Francisco. And yeah, I'm not worried about switching it over to manual or anything. We're just going to leave it as an automatic. Oop. Alright, perfect catch. Because that was another thing I realized after I basically restarted playing is you can't zoom in or out like you can with ATS and ETS. So you kind of, and the inside view isn't much help at all, because, well, you don't really get to adjust the mirrors, you can't adjust anything else, and yeah, you can't even get around, so you can't see. So we're doing this in third person today. Okay, San Francisco, we need to go right. Okay, those work. Those work. Yeah, it's definitely been a long time since I've played this, but it is actually still every bit that I remember. Now that I know what cruise control is, we can hit cruise control and we can just enjoy. We don't have to worry about speeding or anything. Because there's one thing I definitely remember was you can actually get pulled over. Like, cops will actually follow you and pull you over in this. If you look at the top right, I've got my money. Basically my wanted level. That bar will fill up yellow the more illegal stuff I do. And then the truck and trailer are both damage meters. And I should say this probably now. I do apologize for all the clicking, but that is what I get for having a mechanical keyboard. And that is my own doing to myself, but that's okay. I like it, especially like if I'm sitting here having to try and like type something out. I'd find it kind of enjoyable, just the clicking and clacking, and that's why I bought the mechanical. But oh, okay, drop down. Yeah, before we get too far, zoom in a little bit more. Okay, we need to go. Doesn't really matter what way. Okay, we'll probably just go straight through here and then go up to here. Turn right, turn left. Okay, let's get it over. Truck lane. I know I don't actually have to stop, but that's okay. We'll make it look like we actually somewhat did something. Ooh, a little far on that one. Oh, why are you breaking in an intersection? Come on, man. Well, I must say, going from this up to ATS and other stuff, the AI has gotten better as we've gone, but you can definitely see the comparison. Like, you can see a lot of similarities between this one and ETS2 and ATS. My poor truck right now doesn't even know what gear it wants to be in. No one there. Okay, that was definitely a bit farther than I thought it was gonna be. I didn't think I swung out that far. I'm not fighting with that. We're just gonna set the parking brake. Okay, that one was my bad. I hit the wrong button. That one I will wholeheartedly admit was my bad. There we go. I figured that would probably help a little bit. I had a feeling something was missing. Yep, didn't turn lights on. It was a little weird, having the high beams, and then the markers and headlights, all on one button, instead of being separate buttons. And boop, curb. And I went into the wrong spot, didn't I? Oh no. Same spot. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, because I can't get in yet. I thought so. Alright, let's go. Run up here. Let's take a quick look at the map. How far are we from... Yeah, if there's one to Santa Cruz, we can do a quick rip down to Santa Cruz. San Francisco. Okay, Chicago, Washington. Okay, so we'll just do a short trip in San Francisco. Oh. Okay, where are we? Okay, it's not going far. So basically it's on a go out, lift. And then eventually when we get out to the other corner, we just go left again and we're good. Alright, we're just gonna go like this. So it's the same way I went in, so screw it, why not? Time that somewhat well, because I'm not sitting there for an eternity again. Needless to say, I went to go turn the corner there the one day yesterday, something like that. And I sat there for a good probably 5 minutes. Just waiting for traffic, so I'm like, you know what? No. I don't feel like sitting and waiting. We're just gonna go. Yep. That's all I kind of. That's okay. I'm not worried about it. We're just gonna. Oh. Whoops. Come on. Yo. Okay. But yeah, as you saw in the top right, that bar goes up. You know, you hit someone, whatever else. Right. Basically, be their wanted level. But if you sit there and wait or stuff like that, it will just go down. If you're on the highway, oh, why are you stopped all the way up here? Okay, like I hit all brakes for that one. That doesn't explain why you're stopped halfway up the hill though. Like, bro. like I said before, the inside view isn't horrible, but it's not great. Like, if you don't ever have to turn and look at anything, it's pretty decent. But the moment you gotta turn and look at, like, your mirrors or just out the window, yeah, have fun. Like, doable, very doable. But there's a reason that when I used to play this all the time, I would especially play in third person. Oh, they're getting us to drop this basically in the yard where we first started the game. Alright. I'll just wait for this truck to go by. And we'll sneak in over here. Well, I guess you could say we kind of came full circle for today. We started here and we're ending here. We're gonna drop this real quick. But of course, unlike when I was a kid, we're gonna do this, for the most part, properly. I remember when I was a kid, I would have so much issues trying to back in the trailer. It would get to the point I would park the trailer beside it, unhook, like literally decouple the trailer while it was pretty much beside the spot, half somewhat in it, and I would literally just use the truck and push the trailer into the spot. Wouldn't even care about the damages or anything. But that's what happens when you're a kid, right? But now that I've grown up and do actually drive and have more experience with games like this because of ATS primarily, so that's just bonus. But let's drop that guy. $17. From what? Oh well. Not too worried about it. Okay. New truck, new mission. Cool. Not worried about that. Okay, get that to set. Good. Alright, so we'll shut the truck down. Parking brake on. And yeah, I'm a caller there for today for 18 Wheels of Steel Convoy. I'd like to thank everyone for joining in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I've been Ambassador Sturham, signing off.